Hey everyone, good day to you. How are you doing? This is Roger with Grubus Games Unlimited, and welcome back to our ongoing Solo Crusader playthrough. I hope that you're enjoying this, and turn 5 I thought was pretty epic. And I was chatting with, of course, Andrew and the awesome Shaolin Techno Mage and Paul. Hello, I hope you're doing good. So that was a really cool turn, and I think it's going to be even better from here on out. You know, this game is starting to really get cooking here. So I want to get right into this. Andrew, hello, Andrew, Eagle Eye Andrew, as I call him, pointed out a really small little mistake. Before we get into the upkeep phase, let's shoot down to the dungeon, and I just want to show you just a quick little correction. Meet you in the dungeon. Okay, and just a quick little correction here, and thank you, Andrew. You know, and I explained this to Andrew, sometimes I'm looking through the camera, like right now, so I can see, you know, I always try to get you kind of the best angle so you can, you know, see all the action. And it was in regards to Red Widow. You know, there's the orange footprint, and I remember I was looking through the camera, and I thought it was on the green patrol route. It's not. It was on the purple one right here. So what we're just going to do is, and it doesn't cause any kind of disruption to our game, so we're just going to back her up, and that orange patrol route is on the purple, or footprint rather. So we're just going to move her down right here, and that was about it. So that was just a very small correction, didn't disrupt anything. But I want to make mention of something that I've been pondering. Remember that we hired our second and final mercenary, Matari. Well, she's going to be entering the dungeon in the hero phase. So take a look, you know, there's the Goblin Footman. As soon as she's within 4 spaces, which when she enters the dungeon, remember, minions and guardians have a line of sight, as I drop my pen, of 4. So that minion is instantly going to convert into a raiding minion. Of course, we're going to move her here to attack. Red Widow is right here, which would be 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's 1 space away. Could be interesting depending on where Red Widow will move. So I just wanted to point this out. This is going to be very interesting when we get to that point. Okay, let's go over to the upkeep phase. And of course, just to show you again, so you always remember, we're at the top of a turn, and we're in the upkeep phase. Just let's go over our heroes, or our hero and mercenaries. So this is all the same, but of course I brought Matari, her hero card over, and I just swapped out her starting weapon with that rusty dagger that gives her a +1 to mythical, and the necklace, Myth of the Mind. And I've been forgetting to do this, and we'll do it on Zeke's turn. Remember, he had bought this fabled dagger that socketed a few turns ago. So we're going to get rid of the oak staff on his turn and equip him with that. So at least that'll give him a, what is that, +1 to mythical warfare. So I wanted to point that out. So you can see, you know, and kind of like what I said, I'm glad that the Solo Crusader mode, we started out with, you know, our hero and of course the mercenary, got you acclimated how to control heroes. So now we're introducing a little more for you. So you can see how it is controlling 3 heroes. And of course, there's more to do in the dungeon. You know, you can do more tasks. But remember, our initiative tokens must be split evenly, you know, by 2s, now that we have our second and final mercenary. So 2, 2, and 2. That formula could never be disrupted. So I'm just going to do this real quick because I've been thinking about our plan. So what I'm going to do is just quite simply give initiative token 1 to Mahaliak, initiative token 2 to Mahaliak. Now remember, he's done 2 per hero when you have 2 mercenary. Initiative token 3 to Zeke, initiative token 4 to Zeke, and then finally Matari will have 5 and 6. So my goal is, I would like to, hopefully we get some high movement with Zeke, because I want him to hightail it over to Matari, so those 2 could attack Red Widow. And Mahaliak, you know, he's not really versed in those warfare types. You know, Zeke and definitely Matari are going to be the ones we want to send in. Okay, let's head over to the dungeon before we go to the encounter phase. and go over that. But before we go, you know what we do in Upkeep? Any lit torches, we would roll a d12, result of 1 to 2, torch would go out. None of our heroes have a torch. Is there any channeled special abilities? No, we need magic missile, we never use that, so that has not been used. So we're good there. Of course, teleport track, our quests aren't completed. So, and we laid out our initiative token. So Upkeep is done. Let's go over to the dungeon, and I just want to show you a couple things before we hit the encounter phase. So I just wanted to point this out to you right here. Of course, Zeke and Maheliak are in this chamber in the Tomb of St. Viticus South, and we are going to hightail them over throughout the dungeon. Probably gonna have to contend. Well, no, we could go this way. There's a few different routes we could get there, but I want to try to get Zeke all the way over here in this vicinity so Matari and him can attack Red Widow. Meanwhile, here's our main quest, the Ancient Depths with those red doors. Well, Maheliak definitely has that Onyx key now, so we can unlock those, complete our main quest. So I just wanted to kind of give you a visual of what we're going to do. So we're going to hopefully get some high movement and get our hero and mercenary in kind of in this vicinity here. Okay? All right, so on to the encounter phase. Okay, and looking at our quick reference card right here, we did, of course, Upkeep, and we're in the encounter phase. What comes into focus? You guys probably already know this, right? All right, so we're going to draw the top card of the encounter deck, and it is, get this in the focus here, it's an event. Oh, this is a good one. All the heroes feel a refreshing breeze upon them that has a mystical, sweet scent to it. The air in the dungeon begins to sparkle and has a beautiful blue tint to it. Each hero rolls 1d6. The result is health restored. This is a great event. This is so perfect. Okay, let me grab a d6 and look at the hero cards and see how much health they're restored. So we have Zeke, and what he is on 6, so he only needs, hopefully we get him restored fully. We need 2. Perfect. 4. Of course, you remember you'd never go past where the white circle is. Okay, Zeke is done. And now Maheliak really needed this because look where he was at. Half his health is gone. This would be great to get a 6. 3. But we will take it. So he will have 9 health restored. Or 9 health. Well, he'll be at 9 rather. Okay. What's next? I heard you. Guardian phase. Okay, and we are in the Guardian phase. So we're going to roll our d20 to see if Guardian spawns. And, yeah, well, you know, I didn't think about this, but this is going to be very interesting. So yeah, so that is a 19. Definitely a Guardian spawns. Also, I want to make mention of something that I caught. I had moved this red marker down, and I forgot to do that on turn 5. Simply because, you know, it started out on 20, right, when we started the game. So this would have been, it would have moved down on turn 1, turn 2, turn 3, turn 4, turn 5. So there's a little rule right here. It's very easy. You just roll in the track, and then you move the token down, whether a Guardian spawns or not. So I just want to make sure you have the accurate information and rule about that. So we're going to spawn a Guardian in. We're going to move that down now. But actually, it doesn't matter. Our quota was 2 Guardians. We're going to have 2 Guardians spawn. Let me get the Guardian cards. And let's see. So there's 8 Guardians in the game. So we have all 7 here. And let's see who is going to spawn. And I meant to read you, I thought you'd enjoy hearing the origin story for Red Widow, and of course, whatever one this will be. So we'll shuffle. And this is our second and final Guardian. I didn't even think that this thing could spawn and it could be right by our heroes. So let's just grab this one. And our second guardian will be Nefarian. And actually, I always look right at those warfare types. Chaos Warfare, Ranged Warfare, Arcane. We could send Maheliak after Nefarian. 6 health. Pretty high. Those two are high warfare values, but remember, Maheliak is proficient in Chaos and Ranged with that bow. Not too hot with Arcane. But we may actually just send Maheliak solo after Nefarian. So we'll see. Alright, let's spawn him into the dungeon. And we have our Nefarian right here, our second and final guardian. And I thought we could roll right here to see where he's going to go. We have our D8. Nefarian is going to spawn in 1. What? You gotta love Dungeon Crusade. There is 1. Nefarian is... This is going to be interesting. Change of plans already. Hero phase. These two, they're going to take out Nefarian. We're going to hit him with Magic Missile. We're going to have fun. So there you go. That's what we're going to do. Okay, I'm going to pull the camera back, and I'd like to read you these origin stories if you'd like to hear them. So let me get Red Widow, and let's go over these. Okay, and I hope you don't mind taking this like little intermission here, because I thought that you would like to hear some of the origin stories, definitely with the Guardians. And, I just did a ton of world building for the land of Avalon. And of course, this coming up with the lore. So let me explain something first about one of the factions in the game and kind of their residence in Avalon. Now notice this place right here. This is the Tower of the Maidens. And so I created this faction for the game, and they're these very fierce and wild female warriors who defend Avalon. They're sworn defenders, and they're known as the Maidens of Witherbrook Forest. So they reside within that big, huge tower. These are the kind of girls you don't mess around with. They'll take your head off quick. So from what I just said, that leads up to this origin story for Red Widow. So let's check this out. Hope it comes into focus. Origins, the Vile Tower. And actually, to really get you in the mood, make it more thematic, yes, there's a Vile Tower, so you can see where this took place at. Get this for you. And I have to tell you, while I'm opening this board back up, the hero phase and monster phase is going to be a great one. So if you notice right here, trying to get it closer, that's the Vile Tower. Actually, I'm trying to get this good. That'd be a good thumbnail for the video. There you go. That's perfect. So that's the Vile Tower. Okay, on with the origin story. I always think, too, it means more in games. It makes games more thematic. Oops. Okay. Here we go. So for Red Widow, now that you know the lay of the land, origins, the Vile Tower. Kyra Jandar was a warrior within the Maidens of Witherbrook Forest, along with her comrade Charcy Sibrai. On a fateful night, within the depths of the Vile Tower, Kyra and Charcy had tracked down a malevolent archmage known only as Tavok. As Kyra landed the killing blow, Tavok stabbed Kyra with a tainted blade and transformed her into the creature known as Red Widow. So I thought you'd find that kind of interesting, that when I wrote the lore, and I don't want to say anything yet, but in the expansion, this is going to be just more in depth. So, she was a warrior within the Maidens of Witherbrook Forest, along with her comrade Charcy. And Charcy's a quest giver and another hero in Avalon. So I thought you'd like to hear that little story. So that is the origins of Red Widow. So let's take a look at Nefarian. Okay, and let's quickly go over Nefarian. Let me show you this location in Avalon, so this all kind of makes sense. Hopefully Hopefully it comes into focus. This is the village of Evergreen. Hopefully it comes into focus. Oh, there we go. Okay, so that's Evergreen. So this transpired a little south of Evergreen, so maybe by the dungeon of Zool. So let me read this for you. And okay, so Nefarian, origins south of Evergreen. The arrival of Nefarian was witnessed by a group of villagers tending the fields one sunny afternoon. Breaking the idle chatter, an eruption of thunder was heard from the east. Within moments, the once sunny skies were engulfed by darkness as a rift appeared in the distance. Emerging from the rift, the fiery beast Nefarian leaped upon the land. So that is how Nefarian came to be. And I hope you enjoyed hearing the origin stories with at least these two guardians. Okay, I'm gonna put the cards back, and I think I know what we're gonna do. And what I think we're gonna do is this. I'm gonna upload everything you just saw. I want to get this part up because of course next is the hero phase and monster phase, and this is going to be very exciting. And I think I want to get that into one video for you, so we have just two parts depending on what happens. But just kind of going over this again. We have, and look, our plan has already changed. We have Zeke and Maheliak in this chamber. Well, right to the east here is Nefarian. I think we're going to try to get in there and attack him and take him out. That's going to be our strategy. But then, of course, we have Red Widow over here, who's there. Matari is going to be coming in with initiative token 5 and 6 to take out this Goblin Footman. But then, what's Red Widow going to do? Is she going to have to fight? Is she going to go up and attack Matari if she gets that? What is it? The purple patrol route. So and then of course all the other minions. What are they going to do? And like right here, the skeletal grunt's coming this way to pick up a patrol route. I think this is going to be definitely a hot spot, like right around here. I'm very excited for the hero phase. So let me get this thing uploaded. Let me put this back up here. And I really hope that you enjoyed turn 6 thus far. I'm really looking forward to it. So guys, have a look at this. Stay tuned. And part 2 will be up very soon. And it's going to be a hot churn. All right, guys, have a great day. And I'm going to be talking to you very soon. Bye-bye.